Well, I'm very excited to have this young lady come out because I found her husband to be one of the most fascinating men ever. He's truly blessed, and he is blessing a lot of people, and I think stories like that need to be told. I had to laugh when he says church starts around noon because a lot of bikers don't want to get up early. I don't know anybody who wants to get up early, so they've got the right idea. So make her welcome for the first time, everybody, from Dayton's first heavy metal church, Rachel Smith, everybody. Let's hear it. Hey, Rachel.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, Rachel? Glad to have you here. I loved it when your husband was here, and you have a great congregation, quite a few of us there in the audience, which we really love. You do a lot of things, charity work, while he's visiting the hospitals and doing things, and you do a lot of charity work, don't you?
Yes, I'm actually the women's and children's pastor at our church, and we also have an outreach group called Skull Dolls.
Oh, okay.
And we go out into the community and we paint faces.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
it's a blast.
You paint them on children?
Yeah, we go to all different sorts of organizations,
Oh, okay.
from Dayton Contemporary Dance Company to the Autism Society of Dayton. We also go to schools, sometimes bars. We've been to the Blessing.
They've been to the Blessing of the Bikes.
3 years in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's really awesome to be able to do that.
You know, anything you do in the name of the Lord is a good thing.
Yes.
And you seem to really enjoy what you're doing, and that makes it even better.
I do,
makes it
yeah.
even better.
I'm very blessed to be able to give back in that way. So.
You have a lot of the church people. I recognize some of them from the last time the minister was here.
Yeah.
The church is growing and growing, isn't it?
Yes, we are really growing a lot. We probably have, if everyone could fit at the same time, we would probably have about 400 to 500 congregants.
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's a good thing.
it's a great thing. And we have a lot of exciting things coming up. Blues Fest, you know, you love Reese Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
And he is hosting this amazing event, the Blues Fest. It's on March 12th. And we're even going to have Eric Girardi and Higgins Madewell, a lot of great bands. So
They've
it's
been
going
on
to
the
be
show
awesome.
several times.
Yeah.
Is this the first year for this particular blues thing?
Yes.
So it's going to be a tradition.
We hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Reese later.
Where did the idea come to start a church called Dayton's first heavy metal church? Where did that idea come from? It's a great idea, but
well,
you know,
God,
it started.
first of all.
Well, yeah, it starts with everything.
Pastor Brian just really felt the call that he was to start a church for people who may not feel comfortable in traditional church, and at the time he was heavily involved in the biker community. So he just started having church for bikers at the VFW and kind of just grew from there. Started with 60 people.
Started with 60. Now you probably have what, 400 or 500? 100?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
For
amazing.
sure. And we have 2 locations. We also have a Greenville campus. So.
And what is the exact address of your church? I don't have the exact address. I know you go up that hill and there's that cemetery on the right.
Yeah. And then the casino down the road.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then other things on the other end of the
Yeah.
road.
Good that you'll find it right there.
Yeah.
Quite a street, isn't
God
it?
strategically placed us.
I think you're in the right place. Okay.
Yeah, we are in the Grafton Kennedy Elementary School building, and that's at 2655 Wagner Ford Road.
Wagner Ford Road.
Yeah.
What drove you to know that you wanted to serve the Lord? What was the first time? Did you go to church as a child?
No, actually, I was not raised in church at all. I had a cousin that took me to church with him at age 16, and that's when I gave my heart and life to Christ.
16?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes, I felt the Holy Spirit for the first time.
Wow.
And it was really an amazing experience. So I knew at that moment that God was real and had great plans for my life.
Well, as we all know, it all comes from up there. That's where it
Yeah.
all starts.
Yeah, we just opened a community food pantry at our church as well. It's open every week on Thursday.
Well, you know, you've heard a lot of the grocery stores throw the old food out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have Dorothy Lane Market on soon, the marketing
okay.
person. And I asked her about that because you know how big that place is, and they can't sell all that food. She said we give it to the pantries a certain amount of days before the expiration date. That's what makes it legal. I felt so much better knowing all that food was going to the hungry
Yeah.
and not going in a dumpster.
Well, you can tell them all about our pantry. They
Okay.
can give it to us.
Okay, if they
We'll
have
take it
too
all.
much, we'll send it over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds great.
How long have you and the pastor been married?
We've been married. We just had our anniversary this week, 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And when you first saw him, did you think, now that's the guy for me? How did all that begin?
This is set up.
He should be here to fend for himself.
I know, right? Yeah, he strategically had an appointment.
Is this one of these things where you noticed him before he noticed you?
No.
No. Okay.
I actually I had a friend that said, you need to check out this biker church. And I am well educated in the Bible, and I'm like, that can't be a real church.
No.
So I went to the website to see what their beliefs were, and I'm like, well, everything they believe lines up, so I'll go check it out. So I went by myself, and actually I thought he was married, and I didn't think anything of it. I just liked the sermon. I liked that he was real. Everyone there was down to earth, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to give this a shot. And
This
then
is for me. Yeah.
after about a month went by, I had a prayer request, and then he called me and said, I need to talk to you about your prayer request. And I'm like, okay. So then next thing I know, we met for coffee, and I guess the rest is history.
That's where it all began.
Yeah.
The
But
secret's in the prayer.
yeah. Actually, he had been praying for quite a while for a wife, and he received a prophecy about his future wife, and I was her.
There you
I lined
are.
up with the prophecy.
Sounds good to me. What do you folks think?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Now he's gonna watch this, and I
Yeah.
hope I answered
Oh,
everything.
well, we'll see.
It's like the newlywed.
You'll have to let us
I
know
know.
what he
I
said.
feel like I am on the Newlywed Game, and I'm supposed to be on that at our upcoming marriage conference.
There you go. And what I've seen after meeting Brian and meeting you, it was a match made in heaven.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
those are blessings. Those are real blessings.
It really is a blessing. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want to do this work for the Lord with anyone else.
Now mention that concert thing again one more time, the dates.
The Blues Fest is
Blues Fest.
March 12th.
March 12th at the
Yes, at the church.
church. Okay.
Mhm. Yep, on Wagner Ford. And tickets are only $7.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank
It's
you
great
for having
talking to
me.
you.
Yes.
Now we got all the inside scoop, if I can learn to talk, about these two and their wonderful marriage and the great
Thank
work
you.
they're doing.
Thank you very much.
Rachel, your minister's right there, everybody. There you go.